You talk golden to me.
It's my dream to have a golden beard.
Younger but looks older.
I'll even try a squat. Here we go.
Talk golden to me.
The six of clubs.
The golden.
Welcome to another episode of Talk Golden to Me. I'm your host, Evan Golden, Golden TV from the offices of Beamon and Bernstein. We are in the studios with two young gentlemen that are in the TV, the film, the entertainment industry. Excited to have them both in studio. We have Jake Silver, no pun, I'm Golden, he's Silver. And we have Arthur L Bernstein in the house. Gentlemen, I'm really excited to talk about film and just projects and productions with both of you. You have a lot of experience in the arena. And you know, what I want to just kind of start off right away is, what's your title, Arthur? And I know you're his creative director, Jake, but are you a writer? Are you a director? Are you what title do you give yourself?
I'm a producer, writer, / actor.
I like that. I like that. So you've done many projects. I've had a chance to look at your IMDb account. I've had a chance to watch a lot of your films. Did you always have a passion for film and kind of storytelling?
Yeah, I love movies. I've been watching movies since I was like 3 years old. I've always been, I watch every single movie if it's bad or good. And the reason why I watch is I want to know why it's bad and why it's good.
Now, when you're in the industry, do you watch movies differently? I sometimes, because I've done some work in TV and film, and sometimes I'm like, I'm not watching the movie about the storyline. I'm more watching, wow, look at that lighting, or look at that blocking, and look at that shot or that editing. Are you watching a movie from a kind of a producer director's kind of eyeball, or are you watching it from like a fan?
It's funny, when I was younger, I used to watch it from a director perspective.
Right.
Because I used to love De Palma and Scorsese and Spielberg, the way they do their shots. But now I watch it as from a producer aspect, from the whole shebang. And I definitely watch for the story because I'm into writing, and to me, story is key, and the character development is very key, and especially the actors that portray them. You know, there's what's theirs on paper, but then when you take it to the next level, when you get on script, it constantly changes, and people don't know that. It's always like that behind the scenes.
What is a producer's role and duty? What does a producer do?
Well, there's different types of roles for producers. You know, one, we're responsible for the money, which is key. You know, it's the most important aspect for the film. But then there's other things where people think directors call the shots, but we actually tell the directors what to do. The directors, they come up with their vision, but, we still oversee it. So it's our job to oversee everything. Then we have line producers that's responsible for the budget. We have the associate producers. We have co-producers. We oversee everything that goes on to the film, and we make sure that it stays under budget. Got you.
That makes a lot of sense. And one of the things I guess, I don't want to say you're famous. I want to say I think you're accomplished with all your work, but the project you did on Walt. Did you go to Disney World like so many times as a kid being here in Florida? What was kind of your passion, and what an iconic story you got to tell?
I did. I used to go to Disney a lot as a kid. I actually went when it was River Wild back then. I guess I'm dating myself. But, it's funny. Like, nobody's ever done a story about Walt Disney, and we wanted to show the human side of Walt Disney. When you go to Disney World, you see Walt Disney as a magical figure. In fact, there's a statue of Walt Disney with Mickey Mouse, and Walt Disney's like this he had a cigarette in his hand. And Disney World actually took out the cigarette because they wanted to, have a non-smoking atmosphere. They wanted to show, people don't smoke. But Walt Disney died of lung cancer, and that's how he was. He was referred to as Uncle Walt. So whenever anybody asked directions, he would always be like, hey, it's over there, it's over here. And they took away that cigarette, and they tried to make him like a magical figure. We wanted to show the human side of Walt Disney. We showed how he went bankrupt. We showed how he got married. We showed how he got his work stolen from him. We took him all the way to the creation of Mickey Mouse.
Yeah, I don't know if a lot of people know that story, so it's pretty fascinating. If you have not seen the movie Walt Before Mickey, written by Arthur Bernstein, what other roles did you play in that? You were an actor in that movie as well, I think.
I played Frank Newman. I was the guy that actually fired Walt Disney. I got to hire him and fire him. I actually screwed him over.
Wow. So that's a great story, and so many other movies. I know right now on Netflix, Baller's out, correct? The Brawler?
Yeah, we had Brawler. It's the story of Chuck Wepner. He fought Muhammad Ali, and because of that fight Stallone made, Rocky, he ended up actually suing Sylvester Stallone for over $20 million, and he actually won. And in fact, if you watch the new Creed movie that came out,
Creed 2, the second one?
This Creed 2 and Creed 1, the whole premise of of that lawsuit was Stallone ripping off Chuck Wetmer, and it's hard to see because I'm a huge Rocky fan. I'm a huge Stallone fan, but Chuck Wetmer just recently had cancer. In Creed, Stallone recently had cancer. So I mean, we do see the fine lines. Rocky used to beat up people for money. Chuck Wepner used to beat up people for money. Rocky used to fight Hulk Hogan. Chuck Wepner fought Andre the Giant for publicity.
Wow. So movie buffs, I didn't know those connections. I didn't even know that lawsuit took place. Wow.
I didn't either until I took on the project.
Wow. When you take on a project, what are you looking for? Does that to be something you're passionate about?
I look at stuff I'm passionate about, but I also look for story and I look for content, and sometimes I look for validity. Like, people like to see true stories. People like to see what's out there. I also like fantasy. I like comedy. I love comedy. Comedy is actually probably my favorite. But when you take on these projects, you just want to give the public what they want to see. Like, we have some new projects that are coming out. We have Stealing Elvis. It's a true story about Elvis's body that was stolen. We have the rights to The Man Who Dared. It had over 70,000 views.
Wow.
That's going to be one of our next projects. And
wow, that's going to be high. I mean, the music kind of biop movies right now are so huge when you look at what's going on with, obviously, Queen and Elton now, and I know The Dirt on Netflix. And there has Elvis. His story needs to be told, but this will be from a different angle. So
we'll show him alive and dead.
I like that. Tell me, you've worked with Adam Sandler and Billy Madison Productions? I
did.
What was that like?
That was fun. It's like being in a dorm room. Sandler, he has his posse, he has his friends, but you got like guys that walking on like from Saturday Night Live, all the ex-writers, and they're all collaborating on the new movies, and then he gets scripts that are sent to him. And then my job was to do event planning, and I also played basketball with him. I would always make him go left. He couldn't go left.
All right, so there you go. Inside tips from Arthur Bernstein. If you're ever playing Adam Sandler in basketball, force him left. I think he could go both ways. That man's got skills, no?
He can, but he was better at right. He's pure right.
He's a pure righty.
And
man.
He's older now, so he'll probably settle for the jump shot.
The jump shot. I know he's always... Didn't he play basketball in like a bunch of his movies? But yeah, I know he's a huge fan of the sport, so that's awesome. Jake, I know we've been you're over here. You're ready to chime in here. So you're working with Arthur as a creative director?
Yeah, I am.
Awesome. How'd you guys connect?
So we connected through a previous project that we worked on, and basically Arthur and his partner Dick really loved my vision and my creativity and really wanted to bring me on board. And we've been working together now for a short amount of time, but just the amount of work and the amount of ideas that we've been coming up with has really been something that's pretty excellent.
That's awesome. And listen, we love to promote the arts, entertainment. I heard you guys have a podcast you're working on?
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, another podcast. So what's this going to be all about?
Probably going to do it on sports.
Yeah?
Sports,
what kind of angle?
Sports, women, and sex.
Sports, women, and sex. I think that SWS combination will be a hit for sure.
And we need a little gold in there, too.
Yeah, well, let me know. I listen, I have a very few passions in life. Sports and sex and food are there. So I like that a lot. What's going to be kind of the premise? Just taking your guys' angle on everyday sports topics, and how do we get the sex appeal in there?
We're going to show when Kawhi Leonard wins the championship.
Is that your pick?
That's my pick.
So it'll be a while then.
Wow. So you're going with the Warriors, obviously, and you're going
and
you're going with the Raptors this series. Well, tonight we'll find out. The series is underway, and listen, I could talk sports for hours and hours. I think the fact that Kevin Durant went to the Warriors after being up 3-1 and joining a 73-win team is the weakest move in NBA, and I'll go on record and say that.
I agree with you.
Thank you, Arthur.
That's
Thank
ridiculous.
you, Arthur.
That's ridiculous.
How is it? If he went to any other team in the NBA, I would have been fine with it. You can't go to the team that had 73 wins and you were up 3-1 to beat them.
He should go to the Hornets next year.
Yeah, go to it. Listen, you want to prove that you're an MVP or you're a GOAT? Go to a team that doesn't have 5 All-Stars, and let's see what you can do.
And LeBron should go to the Kings.
You think he's leaving LA?
He's not going anywhere.
No, he should just go there because he says he's the king. So if he might as well. He should play with the Kings.
Arthur, maybe he has comedy in his future as well. He does love comedy.
He does have a little bit.
Well, we'll definitely be checking out your guys' podcast. When's that launching?
So we're looking to launch that in the beginning of July. So stay tuned.
All right. So this summer, you got a name for the podcast?
Yep, we're going to call it the Bernie and Silver Show.
Nice. I like it. The Bernie and Silver Show coming this summer 2019. Check it out on the tunes. I'm sure it will be on all different platforms, so that's exciting. Now, I want to talk to you a little bit about film. I mean, you live in West Palm Beach. We're not in Hollywood. You're not in California. I mean, I think that most people think if you want to be a film producer and be in the movie making business, you have to be out there. you are dispelling that myth, correct?
I am.
You are that. You are that.
Yeah.
How is this doable here in Florida? We don't have studios. We don't have incentives.
Well, I don't discourage from people from leaving Florida to go to LA, but I really encourage people to stay here if they can. There's great schools like G Star, which is the #1 school in the country, only school that opens in the Plaque. And I never had that opportunity growing up here. When I was young, I got my first job at 12 working on SuperForce, and then I worked as production assistants on different shows like the Stephen J. Canal's show that filmed in Riviera Beach, and it's a struggle, to get a job. When you go to a school like G Star, they give you 10 movies under your belt by the time you graduate, so you have a resume already built in.
Right.
Me, on the other hand, I had to go build my resume, and then by the time I moved to California, I worked for Sandler for a couple of years. I got to work on all those different movie projects. Then I came back here and I did a lot of commercials. I did like the Porter Palm Beach, Porter Riviera Beach, Sheriff Bradshaw, Mayor Frankel's. I did a short film with O.J. Simpson where he punched me out. Yeah, that was fun.
I'd like to see that.
Yeah, you can check it out. It's on,
What's the name of that?
It's called Lemon Twist.
Lemon Twist. We can find that on YouTube.
Yeah, I think you find it on IMDb. Actually.
IMDb. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. That's awesome.
It's the last movie he ever did.
O.J. Simpson, innocent or guilty?
I think he's innocent, but that's just me.
All right, that's your opinion.
Yeah.
That's fine. That is absolutely fine.
I've never experienced any problems with him.
Nice
I'm
man.
a Jewish man.
Nice guy working with him.
He was very nice. He was professional.
We're looking for juicy O.J. Simpson stories here.
I can tell you some fun.
You tell us.
Let's go.
I want to hear an O.J. Simpson story.
Well, one night he invited me to the Roy Jones Jr. fight. I think it was back in like 2003 or 4. And that was a fight where Roy put his hands behind his back, and then we go out and then go out to dinner with Roy Jones Jr. And you see all these guys coming to dinner with us, and they all had black eyes. And I was like, that must be your sparring partners. And then and it was, and then we all ended up going to the strip club afterwards.
Wow.
And that's my OJ story.
Nice.
You've lived kind of
And all the women lived.
but you've lived a pretty, I don't want to say a blessed life, but a very, very interesting and intriguing life. You've been to so many different political events and a lot of fundraisers. You and your family definitely give back a lot. So you're kind of rubbing shoulders with a lot of kind of the right elite people, in Florida. But it's always for a good cause, man, which I really respect by you and your families. You give back, which is so important, man.
It's very important.
Yeah, it's a beautiful thing because you got to give to get, as they say. But your guys' passion for kind of helping the needy in our area is one of the main reasons I wanted to have you on the show, because here we try to say that we're committed to the community, but you guys prove it with your actions. So we appreciate that. Is that something kind of your parents instilled on you? Like what made you kind of always? I see you at so many charity events.
My parents always were great at charity events, but I always believe in like everybody's equal, including the door person, the janitor, anybody. Like I always say hello to, because you never know who that person can turn out to be, or you make their day. I mean, everybody lives, everybody's human,
Wow, that's great. And tell me about now you guys have political ties, right? Ambassadorship in Dominican Republic. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. My stepmom's the ambassador for the Dominican Republic. She was appointed by Trump. We actually did Trump's insurance for 15 years. We saved him $5.5 million on his premiums.
Nice. So your family owns a life insurance company, correct?
Yeah, we have a big life insurance company.
Cool.
and
Give them a
health
plug.
insurance.
What's the name of the insurance company? You need insurance, make sure you call.
Richard S. Bernstein and Associates, 561-689-1000.
There you go. There's the
Superheroes for insurance.
You want to have the same company that insured the president, you call them. So that's awesome. So you love sports, you love film, you love sex, you love food. Man, you are a real man.
That's right.
That's awesome. So your guys' podcast is launching. Any other future projects? I know that we're going to have the Elvis Presley film, which I want to get involved in. I got to do something with that because, man, we're talking the king. That guy's the king, right?
Yeah, we got a couple projects out. We got Smoke-I. It's about a mask that can see through smoke. The guy that invented the mask. It's based off a true story. He had over 32 patents on the mask, and it sees through smoke that can help firefighters. So we based a whole script on that. And then we got another one called BoneRidge, a story about 3 brothers. Ari Catabo is involved in that, and Dick Arlett and Adam Falkoff. And we got LOIs from Zach McGowan, Michael Lombardi, Robert Burke. I don't know if you remember him from Thinner and RoboCop 3. And then we got the Helena Canaris from Black Klansman.
Some big names.
And then another one we're going to be doing in the future is College Cons.
What's that?
It's about college kids that rob banks.
Wow.
That's gonna be a fun one.
Can I still play a college kid?
Absolutely.
I'd have to lose a bunch of weight.
You'll be like the guy from Animal House. He's come back. He's come back.
That's awesome. So you're going to be staying busy. Is there an actor or someone in the entertainment industry that's on your bucket list to work with?
James Franco, actually.
Yeah?
He's on my bucket list.
James Franco, man. Call Arthur Bernstein up, man. Listen, he's a good, honest, hardworking man. You guys will create some magic together. He listens to my show, so I think we can maybe make that happen.
Yeah,
I'm just
like
kidding.
that.
He doesn't listen. We'll tweet it to him.
But,
Tweet to him. So that's cool. I
and
haven't
we-
heard that name. That's cool.
And we have TV projects that we're working on. We have one called 15 Feet Away. Michael's in the Guinness World Record for the most consecutive blindfold free throws. He broke it at age 72.
How many did he make?
He made 16 in a row.
Wait, so the record right now is 16 blinded free throws?
Blindfold, yeah.
An NBA player can't beat that?
I saw Shaq and Chauncey Billups attempt it, and they made 3.
Man, but what about like you're talking Chauncey? I can understand, but Shaq, no. That doesn't seem like that many.
But he's on a walker.
Well, there we go. Wow, that's impressive.
Yeah.
Wow.
And he wants.
What are you
to
gonna make a short film with that whole story?
No, we're gonna do like a TV show. We're gonna get Jason Jackson to host it, and
Great.
we've been talking to him, and we're gonna have him challenge NBA players.
That's awesome. We're talking here with Arthur L. Bernstein. He's a writer, director, producer in Palm Beach. He's with his creative director, Jake Silver, here in the studios of Beamon and Bernstein. We're talking film and entertainment, a little bit of sports. So a lot of exciting projects coming up from this team that I'll be supporting. Like I said, I'm a fan of the arts, especially my friend, but right here in our own backyard. You don't see a lot of people in South Florida pursuing their dreams and working in the television and film industry, and you're doing that. So kudos to you, man.
Thank you.
That's awesome. There's so many people that want to do it, and then they kind of sell out and they kind of get their day job. But do you have any maybe advice or words of wisdom for people that, they love editing, they love film, they love storytelling, but maybe it's not paying the bills right away and they give up?
Yeah, never give up on your dreams. Always pursue what you want to do. If you're an actor, you must have thick skin. Don't take rejection personally. It's not you. It's what they're looking for. Just keep pursuing your dream. Keep going out there. If you want to work on films, just go out there and, carry somebody's coffee. Be their bitch. Whatever you have to do. I mean, just do it. Don't worry about what people say to you. It's because eventually you're going to work your way up. I did it. Everybody does it. And if they tell you they don't, they're full of shit.
You got to pay your dues.
Yeah.
See, I think a lot of people want the. It's fine. Yeah,
Sorry.
we'll check mark explicit language on this. It's fine. I think that a lot of people want to kind of start on that blockbuster film, or maybe a journalist wants to start in that top 10 market, and that's very rare. You got to work your way up. You got to pay your dues, and I think you got to also open every door of opportunity. You can't. The worst feeling is, I didn't even attempt it, or I didn't even try, because. So I think you don't want to ever have regret. So there's a lot of opportunities even in Florida. I mean, like you're even saying, I think people just shun them. So many great short films or independent films and projects that could lead to something bigger.
And there's more film festivals now, so there's more exposure.
That's great. And obviously with social media and the presence of online, you
Yeah.
could get your content and your productions out to a lot of eyeballs, and you never obviously know who's watching. So.
When we did Swing State, we won the best comedy at the Palm Beach Film Festival and the best director at the LA Film Festival. I mean, there's some film festivals that we got nominated, but we didn't win, but we had exposure out there.
That's great. Congratulations on
Thanks,
that.
man.
What's a movie? I mean, you have so many. You're looking at your credits. Make sure you see Walt. I mean, Walt Before Mickey is an unbelievable story. Unbelievable story. Great cast. Make sure you go see The Brawler, which is on Netflix right now.
Yeah, it's on Netflix, Amazon, Redbox, Frontier,
So many boxing fans. That's cool. That's
Google
really
Play,
cool.
Vudu.
Oh, so you're on all the platforms. You're on all the platforms. Awesome stuff. The podcast is coming out. Movies are streaming. Movies in pre-production, post-production. You're just nonstop. You spending time with the family still, though, right?
Always spending time with the family.
You got to. I always tell
my
people,
wife will kill me if I don't.
you got to manage everything. That's awesome, Mr. Silver.
Talk to me.
What an opportunity for you to be working with Arthur Bernstein, man.
It's an absolute blessing. It really is. I learn so much from him every single day. We go back and forth and, we joke around, but, just the amount of time that he puts into actually teaching me the ways of movies and entertainment, and really just giving me some of the behind the scenes info. It's just been so beneficial. And he's one of the hardest working people I know. So it's really contagious, and, it's really just lit a fire under me, and it's got me really excited for all these projects we got coming.
That's awesome. That's
Yeah.
awesome. So you guys are good buddies then, huh?
Yeah.
Yep, absolutely. That's my guy.
I like that. Mixing friendship and business, nothing wrong with that.
And
And we got
Never.
another project coming.
Let's
up, too.
hear it.
We're going to be doing a documentary on a top 10 kid. We're not going to say his name, but he's a big basketball player, and the project is he's going to lose a lot of weight and go mainstream.
Oh, really? Is it? I think I might know something about this. Hold on. Is he playing with like LeBron's on LeBron's kids team? I heard about this young guy.
Yeah.
I heard about this story. That's going to be a great story. I heard he's doing some special type of diet plan or some type of special. We don't have to drop the name of it, but I did actually hear a little bit about. I almost told you I'm a huge sports fan, especially basketball. That's going to be a cool journey. As a big boy.
Oh, big
well,
boy.
look at Udonis. When Udonis was in college or started, how much weight has he lost from then till now?
But he's bigger than Udonis right now.
He's a big boy, huh?
This kid's 7 foot, 15 years old.
Wow. That's going to be exciting.
Yeah.
That's going to be exciting. So you guys are doing that project? I heard that talking around like the South Florida kind of entertainment business.
Yeah.
So you guys are doing that?
Yeah, we're doing it.
That's going to be exciting. Wow. All right. So
we'll have to get him on your podcast show.
No, that would be cool. I know I'm familiar with that guy. What's his name? You want to say his name?
Jazir Jackson.
Jazir Jackson. So check him out if you want to Google and search it. He is a physical phenomenon. He's 7'3" something and amazing basketball player. So they're going to be doing a whole documentary on his journey. Is he obviously trying to lose a lot of weight? Isn't he doing like a special program that no one's done though before to lose weight or get back in shape?
I mean, everybody's done these type of programs,
have, okay.
but he's going to do it.
He's taking it to a different level.
It's a lifestyle change.
I like that. All right, let's just play a quick game. I want to see who is the bigger TV or movie buff. I am going to play a theme song or an intro to a TV show or movie. Go ahead and shout it out. First one to get 3 is declared the winner for today. So,
Oh, this is going to go quickly.
Are you guaranteeing victory, Silver?
Oh, I'm basically guaranteeing defeat here because this guy is an absolute encyclopedia.
All right, so try to beat him. I'm going to try to pick something I think maybe you would know that maybe Arthur wouldn't. All right, so
give me a fighting chance.
I'll try to give you a fighting. All right, name this movie. No peeking.
Mission Impossible.
1-0, Arthur Bernstein. Come on, Mr. Silver. Where are you at?
Oh, I'm working. I'm just giving it a chance to settle in so I can.
All right, so
actually
I'm
say
trying to think of something maybe you would know that he wouldn't know. I'm trying to really help you out
it.
here.
Yeah,
I'm
look
trying to
out
help
for
you.
me here, man.
I'm trying to help you
I'm
out
more
here.
of a
It's
movie guy,
silver
by
and
the way.
gold. We're
All right,
supposed to be working together.
All right, name this movie.
All right.
Wait for it.
Oh, Back to the Future.
Back to the Future is correct.
Albert
2-0.
Silvestri.
Nothing. Give me a second. I was playing a little bit. Man, 2-0. All right, you'll get this one, Silver.
Bond, James
Man,
Bond.
where are you? I didn't even hit play yet.
I couldn't
And
even.
that's
Dr.
it.
No, the original one.
3-0. Swept it. Get the broom out. Arthur Bernstein just crushed Jake Silver and Name That Tune movie edition. So
Now we put music on. I'm gonna give him a run for his money. That's
We
for
just
sure.
put music on.
that was fun.
Hey, at least I told you exactly what was gonna happen.
Hey.
Now you
Hip
know you
on,
can
he'll
trust
know
my
all
word.
the names. I'll just know what it is.
You can
That's
trust
funny.
my word now.
That's fun. Listen, guys, pleasure to talk to. Anything else we have upcoming? Anything else? I know we've got the podcast, so many different projects and movies, so many things that people are watching or listening to this need to go check out. Google Arthur L.
Mike.
Bernstein. Just look at this guy's credit list. These movies are fantastic. If you have not seen Walt Before Mickey, make sure you see that movie. What's up, eh?
My TV partner, Dick Arlett, he has 2 shows that he created. It's Nail That Beat and Polka Bingo.
Where can we see those?
They're not out yet, but
Okay.
they're going to be coming out.
Awesome.
Polka Bingo is going to be awesome. It's poker and bingo combined.
Oh, that sounds fun. Is this like filmed at a senior citizen home or?
We've already filmed some of it in L.A., but no, it's not serious.
Ah, get it.
But we're gonna have. It's going to be awesome.
You always writing? You always writing?
Yeah,
You have like a secret journal in your house that just has all these like stories in it?
it's my phone.
That's where you write right in the phone, where you go right to notes?
I just go right to it.
You go right to notes and just start writing. I don't think enough people do that. I think so many people have awesome ideas sometimes, and one, they just forget about it. They don't write it down. I mean, millions of obviously ideas just go without putting an action towards it. But I think if you write it down and you see it, you have a lot higher success chance of maybe something that manifestation. So
Yeah, when I wrote Walt Before Mickey, my kid was being born, so he had some like issues and he was in the hospital. I had all this free time. I had nothing to do because one kid was getting operations for his leg, the other kid was in the NICU, and my wife was in there for 6 months, so I had nothing to do.
Sheesh.
So all I did was write.
now, writing Walt Before Mickey though, that must have been a lot of research. Like you're talking biography. So
Oh, yeah.
where do you get all your research from?
We got it from books. We actually had the rights to the book by oh God, what's the guy? I can't think of his name right now. It's the only book ever approved by Diane Disney Miller. The guy that wrote it was a federal prosecutor, and we got the rights to that book. And the original screenplay when I wrote it was called The Dreamer. And then when we got the rights to the book, then we took excerpts from the book, and then the history was there.
That's cool. Was there a lot of backlash for people that wanted to keep Walt kind of image a little different? They didn't want to share some of the struggles and kind of the hardships that he had. Was there negative feedback from your movie?
I mean, we didn't get negative feedback, but we had issues with Disney. But when we got Diane Disney Miller, who's a Disney, to approve it, it was over. They couldn't come, and Disney was worried that we were going to demolish and tarnish Walt Disney's reputation. Like
that's what I was thinking.
We didn't want to do that. We wanted to show who he was. You know, he was the guy that created Walt Disney. We wanted to show all the hardships that he went through, and we did.
Wow.
We didn't want to portray him in any negative way.
I think there's so many people that are just unaware of his story, and I think it could be very, very inspiring for someone. I hate to just only talk about this movie, guys, because you have so many things. It's just when you see this movie, it will inspire so many people to never give up. And look, in life, you're going to have a lot more losses, right? You're going to have a lot more obstacles. You're going to have a lot more adversity, a lot more no's. It's how you overcome that, how you bounce back. So Walt Before Mickey, it's just, I get kind of choked up. I get that lump talking about it and thinking about it because it's a story that could hit so many demographics, so many different people could relate to it and walk out of there saying that I could achieve and do anything. Is that something that you believe too?
You're 1,000% right.
I got that same thing from it too. That was the first work of his that I saw, and it just was such an inspiration to me. And I feel like a lot of movies nowadays are losing that factor.
Wow. Well, make sure you tune in. Like I said, Arthur Bernstein, he's a producer, he's an actor, he's a writer. He wrote Walt Before Mickey, a hit feature film. You could see it online and on a lot of the streaming services. They got an exciting podcast, Silver and Burn. Is that what it's called?
Bernie and Silver.
Bernie and Silver
show.
That's going to be fun. I'm going to be a guest on that show.
You got to come by. It's going to be fun. It really is.
I'll bring some golden nuggets, some chicken nuggets.
Okay.
There we go. That's all you need.
Hey, we'll talk sports, sex, food, and women all day long. I love those things. Your wife better not get mad at you. Some of the things you're going to be talking about on there, though.
Why would she get mad?
Hey, you're talking sex and women.
I got nothing to hide.
I like that. So you open relationships, I guess, the key to go.
Yeah.
Get in. All right. Well, I appreciate you guys' time. That's almost 30 minutes here. We had Arthur L. Bernstein, famous Florida producer, director, writer in the house. He's got his creative director, Jake Silver, in the house. Silver got a little golden in him today. He realized what it's like to kind of get golden eyes. So we appreciate both of your time, gentlemen. I wish you the best of luck with the podcast, the films. Keep me in the loop. I want to go to the premieres. I want to support. I want to tweet. I want to make sure people see all this stuff. So I got your back for life, and invite me to a Heat game already maybe next year.
And a Dolphin game.
I'll trade you. I'll bring you to a Dolphin game this year. You bring me to a Heat game next year. We'll do that.
You got it.
All right. So I only got 8 of those. Does it have to be preseason or regular season? Regular. I'm teasing with you. Only the best for my boys.
Well, we could leave earlier than the pre.
Yeah, you're out of there by the first quarter. All right. So that is another episode of Talk Golden to Me. I am your host, Evan Golden, from the offices of Beamon Bernstein. Thank you for subscribing, watching. Give it a like. Give it a share. We appreciate all the support as always. Till next time, we are out of here. Golden.